Alright, so the 4 semifinals are done. Now we're moving on to the Andra Chansen, the second chance route in Melodifestivalen. I will share with you my personal favorites. Let's talk Eurovision! What's up, you fools? Mad is United, your favorite Eurovision channel. Yes, in Sweden, Melodifestivalen, we all love it. And we are moving on to almost the final stage. We got 2 more shows to go. Next up this Saturday, the second chance round, Andra Chansen. 2 songs from each semifinal moved on to this round, and they'll all duel each other. Not all of them, but you know, 4 duels, and there can only be 1 winner. Well, technically 4 winner, but each duel. What am I talking about? You get it. You know how it works. I don't have to explain it. Anyway, first of all, my apologies for the lighting here. I'm in my hotel room. I'm currently traveling, and there's a big lamp right here, so it's shining right into my face. But if I turn it off, then it's too dark, so I can't win. Anyway, let's go through the 4 duels real quick, and I'll share with you my personal favorites. How does that sound? Okay, let's go right ahead. So the first duel of the night is going to be Andreas Chansen, Army of Us versus Bergendahl, Ashes to Ashes. Andreas Chansen, I really like him, and I miss the good old days, I want to say, from like 2007, 2008, where his songs were just amazing. This one isn't bad, just slightly on the unremarkable side. The final hook is missing to really grab me. He sings it well, and it seems authentic to him. I don't know if it's going to leave a huge splash in the finals should this move on, but if he does, then hey, I'm happy for him. Bergendahl, I feel bad for her because she had so much pressure on her. Like, there was so much excitement, so much hype around her. In case you don't know, Bergendahl was the only act so far to not qualify from the semis at Eurovision back in 2010 when she couldn't make the cut with This Is My Life. So she is up here with a vengeance. Now, she made it to the second chance round, and here are a few things that I observed. I don't necessarily care for the styling of her. She's still in her 20s and she looks really old there. Whether it's the dress, the makeup, oh, I don't know what it is, but they need to give her a little bit more of a youthful look. That's just me. I think she has a great voice that gives a nice country vibe that is different and sets herself apart from the rest. I don't necessarily think the song is as strong as I want it to be. It looks really nice with how she starts in the blue background and then moves on to that green plantish background and all that stuff. It's pretty. The melody is nice. Once again, I don't necessarily think that this is the one that will win Melodifestivalen. But between those 2 acts, it definitely has to be Bergendahl. I think that her song is more memorable. I think it's just better executed, and it would be just wonderful to see her once again in the semis. That's just me, but I am picking her. So, Ashes to Ashes. The next duel of the night is Vlad Reiser, Nakna, regnet, as well as Nano, Chasing Rivers. Now, keep in mind, one thing I didn't point out before is usually it's one of them finished in 3rd place, the other one in 4th place in different semis. Nano was in the first semi, Vlad Reiser was, I think, in the 2nd semi, if I'm not mistaken. So one of them finished 3rd, the other one 4th. I don't know what happened to what. My guess is Bergendahl finished 3rd in her semi, which means Nano was the 4th place. But I'm not sure. It could be the other way around. Anyway, Vlad Reiser was a surprise qualifier for me, but I'll give him that. He had so much excitement and stage presence. Like, he was excitable, he was totally into the performance. Like, that translated. I enjoyed it for that reason. And it isn't Swedish. We don't have enough Swedish music in the final yet, so that would be a nice addition to it. I like some of the choreography that they had. I do feel as the song relies too much on the instrumental part. And sometimes it's good, but it seems a little bit over the top here and too much. But that is just me. Now, Nano Chasing Rivers was the first song. It started Melodifestivalen 2019 semifinal one, the first song to perform. And he, if you pay attention to Melodifestivalen, won the televote in the finals a couple of years ago with Hold On, but it was Robin Bengtsson that won overall, thanks to the juries. So this year, Chasing Rivers has to go through the second chance round. I do like it. I like it, especially once the big choir kicks in closer to the end, the last minute of the song. That's when the song really picks up and becomes exciting. Until then, it takes a little really to kick into gear, and that is what bothers me the most. But it stands out a little bit more. I find the song a little bit more remarkable and just, yeah, therefore more memorable. And I cannot say it's going to end up at the top of my list, but if I look at those two candidates, Nano definitely takes the cake. So therefore, this is my pick from the second duel, Nano Chasing Rivers. So the third semi is Martin Stenmarck, skiten, brinna, as well as Lisa Ajax, Torn. So two returnees and almost like veterans, I should say, of Melodifestivalen. Martin Stenmarck has taken part many times. As a matter of fact, he won in 2005 with Las Vegas. Didn't do quite as well at Eurovision, but hey, at least he tried. I'm a big fan of his though ever since then. I listen to his music and his music is great. He's a fantastic artist. So I have nothing but love and appreciation for Martin as a singer. And I am so glad he got rid of that hair. The song itself, he sings it well. I once again feel as it misses the hook. A good, strong chorus for it to stand out. Staging-wise, it was just also right there, not in your face, but not necessarily to capture your attention either. I was initially surprised that it actually made it to the second chance round. I didn't think it had enough support, but it didn't. I'm happy for him, and I think he deserves the second chance round. Absolutely. Now, the bad news is he is battling Lisa Ajax, Torn. To me, Lisa Ajax, best effort in Melodifestivalen so far. I didn't know she can sing that well. I knew she could sing, but her other efforts were more like upbeat pop music where her voice was almost not as important to carry the song. Here, her voice carries it. And I think that if she would have been in any other semi, besides the fourth semi, she would have directly qualified. The fourth semi, I believe, was the strongest semi of all of them, so she didn't luck out, but I would be shocked if she sits out this one. And she deserves a chance and a spot in the finals. As a matter of fact, even though she's going for the second chance round, I have a feeling that this could be her best result yet. So clearly Lisa Ajax I'm going to pick here, which makes me sad once again because I love Martin Stenmarck, but it's got to be Torn. It's got to be Torn. It's got to be Torn. Last but not least, the fourth and final duel of the night, Rebecka Karlsson, Who I Am, and Arvingarna, something like that, with I Do. This is the toughest one. I think both songs deserve a spot in the final. So I don't know what to do here, and I feel really bad for picking one over the other, but that's how the game works, right? So let's start with Rebecka Karlsson, Who I Am. I mean, how can you not love her? She was so adorable. Look at her face when she qualified for the second chance. I think she was so worried that she's going to get kicked out. But she's still in it, and I'm so happy for her. She absolutely deserves a second chance round. The song wasn't even like, I wasn't super crazy about it. It's good. She has a fantastic voice, and she will be back in Melodifestivalen with something else. The song to me feels like something that I have heard before on a Disney mixed pop CD that was performed by Mandy Moore. So I think that there is music out there that will suit her voice better, but she performed the heck out of it. She is so likable, and if she ends up moving on to the finals, I will not be like devastated because she is great. Arvingarna, I Do. They represented Sweden in 1993, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong, with Eloise, and I didn't know, right? When I first saw them, I just realized that later on, and I like the song. Yes, it's typically Swedish, right? It gives you that retro feel from the old days. Maybe that's why I like it. But come on, they performed it well. Their voices were good. The lead singer, right? He sounded amazing. And we need music like that. At least one of these songs in the finals. Not everything has to be modern, contemporary pop song. Let's bring a little bit more of a Swedish vibe, Schlager music, whatever you want to call it, to the finals. I thought they were fantastic. And they were in the tough semi, the fourth semi, and I think that they have a really good shot going through. I love it. I want it. It's so much fun. It's tough though, as I said, because I would be happy for both of them, but this comes down to my personal taste, and I am a little bit more excited about Arvingarna, therefore I'm going to pick them. This is not what I'm predicting, by the way. This could go either way in this one, for sure. But that is who I'm picking. I do. Please do it. There you have it. These are my 4 picks of the night. Do you agree or not? Please let me know, and if you don't, that is fine. This is just my opinion. Now it's time to share yours in the comment section below. Leave your thoughts. I'd love to read them, and I'll respond where I can. Thanks again. Enjoy the show. Have a good Eurovision week. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. Boo.